Nothing much, man. Enjoying the holidays peacefully, man.
How was your birthday?
So it was great.
Who took you out?
I took myself out.
Oh, here we go.
I was chilling.
Don't worry, I got you a gift on the way, man. I got it for real. I do.
Which Christmas songs they had? Silent Night, Peace.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's how it was, man.
I'm gonna say what we do.
Perfect temperature on Christmas Day.
Christmas was insane. If you were in the Carolinas, I'm sure if you were in South Carolina, it was hotter. But in Charlotte, it was 74 degrees.
Yeah, it was a
Christmas.
shorts and t-shirt day. So I was like, I felt that was just for me because I love hot weather. So I was like, you know what? I think this is going to be indicative of 2026 that on my birthday, the Lord was like, you know what? I'm going to give you 70-degree weather to let you know it's about to be beach time for you, my son.
I woke up on Christmas. I was like, all right. And we did pajamas.
Yeah.
So I actually put on an outfit that day. Yes, I'm a part of the corny family where our group of friends, we had a pajama Christmas.
Those are goals now. The matching pajamas is goals now.
Yeah, well, the pajamas Karina got said it's lit. It was kind of corny. But
that's goals. But I look forward to my young wife in our corny pajamas.
I can't even show my socks because they the wrong color, so I got to put my feet down. But nah, so it was cool. I woke up. I actually put on actual clothes. Shout out to being the only man in the house that woke up on Christmas Eve. You know what I'm saying? Because my mother-in-law, my wife is there. Her sister is there. So you know I went to the grocery store a bunch of times.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I stayed in my car. I basically would pull up, drop off whatever I just got, and just walk back to the car. Because it was as soon as I dropped it off, I heard another list. And I'm like, all right. So I'm running around. And then it got to, we started at 4. And also, my family, y'all already know, they Puerto Rican. So we started at 4. And it was it's Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Whatever tradition, I don't know. It's in Spanish. I don't pay attention. But anyway, so we doing this, and I'm outside for like an hour because it's too hot on the inside because we're cooking so much food that you can't, you know what I'm saying? It's too hot. I go outside and I'm like, wait a second, it's hot as hell out here. So I started drinking early. Shout out to the bourbon. But yeah, Christmas was cool, man. Shout out to my wife. I want to give hand claps to you. I don't know where they at on the board. Somebody might have deleted them. See? What'd I tell you? Is this it? Yeah. Shout out to my baby, my shorty.
Clap for her again.
Yeah, we got to give her 2 claps, man. 2 claps. Hold on. Here we go. Yo, my wife finally listened to something on this podcast and got me the Pro Maxes. I appreciate her.
Hey, man.
It was super cool. I was happy for him. I turned them things on. You can't hear nothing.
They will block everything out.
I said, this is dangerous. And then they got the knob where you can like let some stuff in and you can let some stuff out.
Yeah, you can do the transparency mode. So it'll pick up on the outside so you can hear.
I don't want to hear her or my son running around the house. Turn that shit off.
So they're great though. They sound good. I can't wait for the next version to come out.
Yeah. I won't be getting those. Or if I do, she gonna make me buy them myself.
Oh yeah, you are.
So it was cool. Did your brother call you for your birthday?
Yeah, of course, man. Everybody checks in. So it was good times.
Do you prefer a text or a call when it's your birthday?
If you're like close family, call me.
Okay.
But if everybody else, text me.
I text Mike, so they let y'all know where I stand.
See, I didn't even say that. Gav is my brother. Gav can call me anytime. I prefer when Gav call me because he will misunderstand a text quickly.
Yeah, it's quick. It's easy to do. I love doing that.
Like,
and honestly, I always understand. I gotta put my leg up. Yo, y'all don't say nothing in the comments about my blue socks. Nah, I prefer. I will tell you this: if it's my birthday, only text me. I don't need nobody. Besides my grandmother. That's the only person I expect a phone call from. My grandmother, and I expect my mom, dad, and sister to come see me or to see me like the day before or the day after. But everybody else, feel free to text me. I don't need no call or voice memo me.
Yeah, and I don't have to see anybody. So that's the difference with me. Oh. Like, because typically I like to be gone for my birthday. I wasn't this year. But typically I like to be gone. So yeah, don't have the expectation of seeing me on my birthday because I am trying to make the tradition where I'm not home on my birthday.
No comment. We didn't pod last week because I had a bunch of work to do. These mini sessions, these clients was on me. Shout out to every client that booked me the last day. Nobody was brand new. Nobody was a new customer. It was all people who received the last 4 emails for the last 6 months that, hey, Christmas time is coming, be prepared. But they all booked the last day. Shout out to them, a bunch of dads. Shout out to Jazz, who got a new man. Y'all can unfollow her now. Her man is cool. He tall as hell. She was giggling too much for my liking during the photo shoot, so she is gone.
She's gone.
Gone, bro. When the pretty girl started giggling with her new man,
hey man, that's a good thing, especially around the holidays.
they had matching pajamas too.
Oh,
So it was a good time.
Matching pajamas are goals.
Man, I ain't trying to do that ever again. I don't like it.
That's goals.
I would like coordinating outfits. I don't mind that no more. When I see couples do coordinating outfits, I like that.
You like went beyond unk status. That's grandma grandpa status, bro. Y'all got the matching outfits.
Nah, it's like coordinating. So it's like the youngins doing that.
That came from the grandparent. That was the whole step in the name of love. Like, what do they call that? It's not Chicago line dance. That's what I want to call it. It was stepping.
Yeah.
Like the old school steppers, man. Like, that's how they be dressing. Like, they dress alike.
That's because most of these old men can't dress, so they wife buy their clothes.
Probably.
That's why we lost the clothing stores. There's no more men clothing stores if y'all don't know yet.
There isn't?
No. Think of one. You only got Joseph A. Banks and Men's Warehouse.
Okay, you got Men's Warehouse.
And both of them trash.
Well, I mean, most of the men's stores was trash in general.
That's why they start adding women's stuff to
it. What was the one that the urban store that we used to have in the mall? That was a men's. Yeah.
Urban store? I don't know. You grew up in Columbia. Y'all malls was ass. Terrible. The worst malls in America is in Columbia. Columbia Place.
Oh, God. I can't. All right, I got to think. Go to the next.
Look, but in Charlotte, you had K&G. That's what I'm talking to the dudes who can't dress. There was K&G. My dad was in there all the time. He can dress though. I'll take that back. So K&G was in there. What else? Like, look, think about it like this. For those of us that's young enough, think about Burlington's and how the men's section shrunk and shrunk and shrunk. Think about when you go to TJ Maxx, you go to Ross. Think about how smaller the men's sections kept getting. And because they just realized, like, yo, man, y'all wives is coming in here buying y'all clothes anyway.
Well, men's wardrobe also started getting like super basic. It really just went to like t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah, because dudes can't dress.
Well, I mean, that just made it easy. It really just like, it was like either suit or t-shirt and jeans. Like it did just, I mean, hell, I got fucking t-shirt and jeans now. Like,
see, we about to change. We gonna switch it up. We do not have a dress policy on this podcast because who, for what? But we're gonna start doing, look, one year we're gonna start doing this and Mike gonna be like, all right, I gotta put that shit on. She watching.
We're gonna go do suits.
Nah. We just gonna have to dress up a little bit. All right, hold on. Let me find this clip because it's gonna be funny enough. Mike has no idea what I'm talking about. That's why I love when this happens.
I'll do suits at the end of my weight loss, and I go and get fitted whenever I fly back out to the Middle East and get my suits done for cheap. Yeah,
I'm never going to the Middle East. I think that's one place I never feel like I need to go.
It's actually pretty cool.
Don't have no desire because y'all go out there and golf. I don't golf.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Like I like her. It's one of the things is like once you go to like a high trust society, like it really does change the way that you like want to travel because you be like, damn, like ain't really no danger around here. Like the biggest danger is like a world altering event, like a meteorite or some shit. Well, a missile.
I guess I never really want to go to the Middle East because everybody tells me, and I'm just keep it real. I'm talking about Dubai, way over there. Everybody always just talk about how expensive it is, and none of the baddies show them having fun. So that lets me know.
Okay, you don't go to the Middle East for women. All right, so like kill that notion
and tell the baddies they shouldn't go there.
The baddies know they shouldn't go there, but the rich men are there, so that's why they going
and they getting shitted on.
They selling it, more than likely they are selling it. But like it's like so yeah, you don't go there. You don't go there for that. You go there because and for one, it doesn't really have to be expensive. Like, I mean, you can go and grab food. It's cheaper than here. Like, bottled water over there is like $1. A Red Bull is like $1.50. Like, big bottles and stuff.
I'm talking about people that like to do stuff.
Fruit is cheap.
You talking about food, Mike. I'm talking about people like excursions. They like to go out to nice stuff.
But that's the thing. It's like, when you do the excursion set, of course you're going to get hit over the head with the Vivitar fucking prices, right? Because they're going to keep the prices same no matter what. No matter where you go in the world, like you use those apps, because they have to. But once you deal with like the people and the people tell you where to go, like I mean, you can go grab food. Like I was eating chicken and rice out there.
Mike, I'm not going to Dubai to have chicken and rice.
I'm talking about their chicken and rice, bro. I'm not talking about like a basic chicken and rice. I'm saying like their version of a chicken stir fry rice dish.
I don't want that over there.
What you gonna do? Go eat the same shit you always get? Steak?
Yeah. So I'm not.
You can get that here.
I know.
You gotta eat the local food.
That's why I'm not going there. Local food there. No. I'm not going out of. I don't go to no country to be like, unless it's like a foodie country. Nobody goes to Dubai to eat food.
Yeah,
like, that ain't your main attraction.
Dubai,
for going there.
you go to Dubai. Honestly, you have to have a reason, right? So you either going to sell it, you going to golf. Like you do have to have a reason, right? Or you want to see the sights. Like you want to see what does a city look like being built out of nothing, brand new. Like it is amazing to see. It's huge. Like it's so freaking huge. Yeah. That it's like take Vegas, right? Because when you go to Vegas, you don't think Vegas big. But I don't know if you ever tried to walk the Vegas Strip from one side to the other side. It takes forever, right? And then you realize, damn, it doesn't look big, but it's huge, right? Yeah. Dubai's like 100 of those put together back to back to back to back. So it is cool to see like you're driving on a 4-lane road on both sides, and it's building next to building next to building. And it's like, yo, I'm driving on the interstate, on my side of the interstate, and I'm in between a city, and it's not a block long. It is 20 blocks long. Like that is crazy to see.
Hey, you got any country you don't want to go to?
That I don't want to go to?
I don't have to go here.
I'm not gonna throw Nigeria under the bus like that.
Here we go.
At the Super Bowl, how did you feel? So I can understand Jocelyn.
That ain't what we're looking for. You're not finna get us with that one, sister. I'm sorry, y'all. I clicked the wrong video trying to get Mike up out of there. And of course, he did not. Here we go. Let's go.
Why should a man take a baddie serious?
Do you know what the first thing that came to my mind? Or do you want me to say something else?
Me?
Do you want me to tell you the truth?
But the whole truth.
Because I pay the bills. Because I'm a boss. So how much more serious does it need to get?
You're talking about you.
I'm just saying baddies. Baddies pay the bills. All my baddies get money. Every last one of them are rich. I know what I pay these girls. They make more money than anybody in America on a 9-to-5, you got a good job. My bitches is paid. Okay. So at the end of the day, you said, why should anyone take a baddie serious? Because we pay the fucking bills.
Why should a man?
Because we pay the bills.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What if you're dealing with a man?
It doesn't matter. Well, first of all, I deal with Jacob, and but my baddies, I got a couple of baddies that
I'm not speaking in
so my baddie Anna is dating an MLB player.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I don't really know much about baseball, but I grew up in the Bay, the A's, the Giants. Mm-hmm. I used to go to like some of those games for like they give kids tickets at the schools or whatever.
All right, so why should someone date a baddie?
Our education system in this country has failed us. She is, we can't use that word no more. The one to start with an R.
No, we can't use that word.
Certain actions make me want to use those words that we're not allowed to use.
So why should we date a baddie?
Hold on, let's stay on the lack of comprehension that just happened. Natalie Nunn, I don't know if you know it, and I'm pretty sure your team has broke it down to you, like what he was trying to ask. Why should men date baddies? Not people from Bass Girls Club or however else they know you, the people you work with. First of all, you talking like you John Gotti or you the biggest pimp in the world and your girls pay. Look, men don't date baddies because y'all talk, think, and act like this. Y'all slow. Y'all are slow, special. Sorry. Let me put my feet down before you talk about my blue socks. Like, yo, she is slow. That's why dudes don't talk to baddies. What?
Oh, it gave a little, I'm not understanding what the question is.
Yeah, but let's go off of yours. First of all, I can guarantee that you and your baddies ain't making more than you over here talking about any 9-to-5. That's not true.
Yeah, she said that they're paying the bills. That's the one that caught me off guard.
Well, that's a lie.
That like, are you? So a man should date you because you paying your bills? Because you're not paying his bills. Because y'all have clearly stated that y'all hate 50-50.
And baddies don't pay their bills. You know how I know baddies don't pay their bills? Hold on, man. Because
like you've clearly stated you don't do 50-50.
We have to. Hold on, my fault. We got to stop letting these hoes talk. And there's a reason why I say that. Because they say stupid stuff and they just liars. Baddies do not get, nobody dating baddies because men understand early they can't afford them. Or y'all dealing with shit like this. Hold on. This is her again.
My first car.
Hold on.
I will say this, like Shaq bought me my first car. Yeah. I didn't know if you were going there with that, but my first car was...
You dated Shaq?
No, I never dated Shaq. I was
Some ain't
at
adding up. Some ain't adding up. Some ain't adding up.
Give me your motherfucking iPad. You can
Some ain't adding up. Some ain't adding up.
So Shaq
I
bought
didn't
a
know
car.
where you were
up.
going with this.
Some ain't adding
Well, that's
up.
the second time I heard he bought a car
me
this
my
week.
first car.
No, it's her first car.
Make it make sense.
I was
First
at
car.
USC. He bought me a bug. He bought me a bug, a brand new bug.
That was big
Brand new?
Yeah, it was a convertible little bug. Google it. Let me show you the picture.
She said that
Come
was
here,
when she
give
was
me your
at
iPad.
USC. Did she say that? Like Southern Cal? And Shaq just bought her a car?
Shaq was playing for the Lakers then. You hoes don't know when to shut up. He had a whole wife at home. What is wrong with you?
Well, I hate to defend Shaq, but I automatic shoot bail to black man. He just bought a wrestler, I want to say at Pitt, a car because she couldn't get back and forth to her matches.
Yeah.
So he bought her a car. So maybe Natalie Nunn was, in need student athlete that needed transportation.
Shaq, I'm only going to do this because you're no longer married. We know the rumors around Shaq and what his teammates and RIP to Kobe was hinting at.
Yeah.
And we know what was hinting at. And if you've been around enough basketball players, you know what's up.
Yeah.
Athletes in general.
Hey,
but
man.
especially basketball players. Hold on. You, Natalie Nunn, the reason why you don't date baddies, because y'all just say shit like this on the cuff. And like you said, like Natalie Nunn said to the Cam, oh, I thought that's where you was going to. Her comprehension levels are so low, she can't read the room and know what's going on. Yo, sis, you don't date baddies. One, y'all not the smartest. Y'all have little to no resources, so you extracting it from
She
everywhere
said they pay
else.
everything.
She's a liar.
She said they pay everything. She's like, man, get thrown under the bus 20 years later, though. That's wild.
Wow.
Oh, gosh, that's wild, man. Yeah. R.I.P. to all the men that dated the baddies and that now the baddies are the aunties and now they running their mouths.
And it's facts. And yo, my man who the coach from Michigan, the more that the details of this story coming out, you are one slow MFer. I just wanted to throw that out there before we
What other details came out? I mean, I think he is driven by lust.
No, I guess I just didn't have no details before.
Yeah.
I just knew he got fired because whatever, but I didn't know you hired this girl as your personal assistant. That's where the raise came in. And like the school had already sat both of y'all down before and was like, yo, are y'all involved? And you said no.
Yeah. I think a lot of it. I mean, look, he
You
was,
can't DoorDash the plan B, nigga.
he's thrown under the bus a little bit because they wanted to fire him last year, but
Because of the
number
sign stealing?
yeah, he was about to take the fall for that. But the number one recruit was tied to him. So if they would have lost him, they would have lost the number one recruit.
Okay, got you.
So they kind of brought him in, and then once they saw they couldn't make the playoffs, they kind of basically started that we're gonna get you fired back over. So this story is an old story. He was screwed, but it is one of those things. But one of the things that I do not understand is
Why you trust white women?
when men get money. Like, why do you take chances with there's nothing free? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if you worth 5, 6, so then this is why I can't really go in on Shaq because that's the truth. Like, yo, when you worth 7, 8 figures, man, ain't nothing free, bro. Just pay for it on the front end. just pay for it on the front end, bro. Ain't nothing free, man.
I'm not like Mike is hilarious. If you get the joke, you get it. And Mike is hilarious for that. Hold on.
I'm passing my wheel.
Sorry, y'all gonna hear hand claps because I accidentally hit both buttons dealing with Mike.
What the hell is the point of this podcast? Let's do it like that.
It's about to come
You're a
back.
black male and you're in a jam. Hit me up. I'll get you out.
Trying to save black men.
This actually fits. It actually fits. You know, we should start doing this. It actually fits. Makes it seem like we got an audience.
They do, but so do
We do.
So that's what makes the vibe cool.
Strap in. It's about to be fun.
I actually like the hand claps with the intro. Let's see how that listens. Let's see how that sounds when we play it back this afternoon or tomorrow.
Y'all want to welcome everybody to the last episode of 2025 of the Black Dads Club. That is Pastor Mike Will. I am Gavin B. Mike's birthday was last week, so I hope you all DM'd him, told him thank you for his service, his commitment. Mike, he got to the age, he losing weight. The girls are telling us in the comments. Y'all just act like I'm chopped liver over here, but it's cool. I just
You
take
married,
it.
man. They can't really say nothing to you, man. And you married to a Latina. You know, Latinas are spicy.
That's the number one stereotype about Hispanics.
It really is. It's funny. They really not. Some of them are.
Yeah, you got to find the right one. I
Yeah,
found the
some
right
of them
one. I do want to thank y'all for showing up to episode 210 of this podcast. We'll record next week. I'm here. The reason why we can't record tomorrow is because the reason why y'all getting this a day early because I get 2 wisdom tooth pulled tomorrow. Shout out to Sid for messing up our schedule since he planted this.
No. You got to get it done end of the year. Take a week off. Perfect.
Oh, I got to work on Wednesday.
You probably just took Wednesday off.
Oh yeah, Karina been saying that for the last 2 weeks. I'm like, girl, you know how much you cost? I gave her birthday present yesterday. Her birthday into next week, so I'm trying to figure out if she expecting something else for her birthday.
Yeah, you probably should have held that gift. You probably should have held that one back.
It's nice too. She got a purse, man. I got her purse, got her some earrings. She good, man. I'm probably gonna have to buy something else. Let's do it like this. Speaking of thank yous, you got anybody you want to thank for 2025?
2025, the audience for sure, man.
Shout
audience
out
for
to
sure. You know that I love our audience, man, especially on TikTok, because sometimes the algorithm be trying to screw us over there. And it'll put us in front of people that hate us, and y'all find it quick, man. And y'all be on their asses.
Yeah. Facts.
Y'all be on their asses. So it's like, I do definitely appreciate our audience, man. I definitely appreciate our sponsors. Said Ed for coming through.
Facts.
For the past couple years. Definitely appreciate you guys. To our biggest, supporters, our day ones. To ones that people who aren't day ones, you still early. So trust me, you're fine. We'll be thanking you in the future.
You be day twos.
Yeah. But like the day one, like people that's been here when like we had like 26 listeners, per episode. You knew one of them was going to be Baraka and the other one was going to be, Mimi
or Ashley.
Yeah. And or Ashley. And shout out to my brother. He also is a listener. Sporadic.
Shout out.
But I do know when he listens because he'll pick up the phone and call. So,
or just cuss us out in the group chat.
Yeah. So, I mean, definitely thankful to our day ones. And then thankful to everybody that's came here because from last year to this year, everybody that came in have consistently been there because our numbers have kind of been steady. Mm-hmm. So y'all came in and rocked with us like the whole way through. So definitely shouts out, to all y'all. And then my biggest thank you is to the person who I think is so important, but sometimes so annoying. And that is my co-host.
See how they do
Gavin. I am Gavin B.
See how they do you.
So that is a huge thank you, man, for getting us to this point before things take off.
See?
Thank you so much.
Look, no, I appreciate you. I text Mike on his birthday. I did not call. And I told him, I was like, yo, I'm going to be on your ass next year. Don't worry. You're going to be more annoyed with me next year. And I think some of it is just us appreciating each other, me appreciating him, like you coming in, you working on these outlines, which is like a big lift off of me, but also Mike being that voice of reason, be like, nah, we're not doing this, or we are going to do this, or let's attack this way. So I appreciate you for sure. And being like that character that we need. You know what I'm saying? Mike is, when we get home and I have to, so first of all, let me take y'all behind the scenes. Well, as soon as we get done, I start the editing. So I have to listen back to this podcast at least twice. One audio and one I'll have to watch the video. And so I literally a text sometimes in the group and be like, all right, Mike stepped it up. I got to be ready next week with the energy, stuff like that. So I want to thank Mike for sure. Shout out to our day ones as well, but shout out to Ben and Ryan, 2 people that always come through, and Ben will let me know as soon as like 30 minutes late, like, hey, usually when I get in the car on Tuesdays, it's ready. Like, what's up? Shout out to Ryan, who listens to so many podcasts, who sends stuff. Shout out to Woods, just because he hit me up yesterday and said, like, where the hell is my t-shirt? I guess I promised him a t-shirt like 2 months ago. Oops. That'll be on the way. So shout out to him. Shout out, like you said, Baraka, Ashley, Mimi, Lashana. Shout out to somebody else Marcia. Shout out to you. Shout out to C. Shout out to No Grease. We let y'all slide with that story that came out just because we love y'all. Shout out to Note and Accord. Shout out to Victory Dental, who sending me to the right dentist to get these teeth pulled. Well, I'll hold that until I get to tooth pulled. Let you know how that experience go. But shout out to Victory Dental, who with their referrals and just taking care of me that way. I appreciate y'all. And everybody else that came through. Shout out to Active Dads. Everybody, man, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to the women in our lives, whether it's our moms, our sisters, or our girls hitting us up and cussing us out. And Mike is going to shout out TikTok. I'm going to shout out our Instagram community. Very interesting. Some days y'all with us, some days you ain't, but it's definitely interesting there. What's some big moments from this past year? I mean, it just happened. I would have to say the whole Kobe take. They are not going for that. Sorry, y'all. I'm over here trying to find something.
Yeah. The Kobe take. Yeah, we definitely, when we definitely go on tour, we could probably leave LA
off the list. Yeah, LA might not be the stop there.
We could probably leave LA off the list.
California, all in general.
Yeah,
that might be the one. LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith. They didn't like that. I mean, it was definitely one of the ones. The LeBron James clip, or the Stephen A. versus LeBron James clip was very interesting because the Stephen A. apologist that came out was kind of shocking to me.
That was a thing. And then we have the one we talked about, Ryan Clark and Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, that's the same one.
Okay. Yeah. I saw a lot of people that was defending Ryan Clark, and I think a lot of that is to the success of the Pivot. Do we have the list for the top 10 sports podcasts?
I can look it up.
It was like somebody actually put it together.
Okay,
we had it on there. And one of the things I was actually shocked on was
I'm looking it up. You want the Spotify top 10 sports podcast?
It was just it had the top 10, but like Club Shay Shay was number 2, and then Nightcap was 2, and Club Shay Shay was 4.
Oh, you must be looking at something else.
Yeah, so I was wondering.
One of them on the top
it was on
10.
YouTube. It was YouTube top for the year.
Shannon, I'm kicking you back in again today.
So that's why I'm bringing them up. But
I'm gonna kick us back in.
No. Okay, I got it right here. $1 million worth of games. I did not think was a sports podcast.
What list is this? What is the real? Is this like
this
the
is
nigga
from
podcast?
Front Office Sports for YouTube views for last year?
Okay,
so they had 72 million YouTube views.
Okay, got you. They basically went off of that.
Pardon My Take, 129. New Heights, which is the Kelsey brothers, 181. 520, which is one of my favorite pods. Only had 185 million, came in 7th. I was shocked there. All the Smoke had more. Also was shocking at 195 million. Then 520. I think 520 is like the best sports podcast out there.
Yeah, All the Smoke though, they had some big interviews.
Yeah,
and a lot of this stuff is if you making clips and reels, they're gonna probably count.
They probably count also. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Sense. Club Shay Shay, which I was shocked that it was 5th, and Nightcap was 2nd. And that's something that I want to dig into to see, like,
they record every day.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah. I was talking to Ryan about that, because it was funny yesterday. Who's number 1 first?
Number 1 is Gil's Arena.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
It had 406 million YouTube views. And I was like, you know what? Now it makes sense that he's saying that they were getting like 8 figures from the gambling site. Because I was just like, why y'all getting that much money? But 400 million views. I'm very, very...
Yeah. I was talking to Ryan and he was saying that, y'all haven't recorded in like 2 weeks. I'm like, nah, it's been literally just a week. And come to find out it was like 9 or 10 days. And he was like, yeah, it feels longer. He's like, because a lot of these newer podcasts, they record every day or at least 2 or 3 times a week. He's like, so you'll fall down somebody's rotation. And he was like 520 records every day. He was like, so every day I got something to listen to them, whether it's, the video or audio, blah, blah, blah. So that was definitely interesting there. What else? Some big moments. We got to celebrate episode 200.
Episode 200, which was big.
Absolutely.
Having, like I said, I always love when a clip goes viral and it's balanced. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. I do like that. Like, I hate when a clip goes viral and it's beating somebody up. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I do like when it goes viral and it is a balanced take on both sides. And so the Stephen A. Ryan Clark one, I think it was good to see that, a lot of people are saying, like, hey, a lot of our prognosticators are problematic.
Yeah, you know what? And I'm here to say this next year. I'm not kicking y'all backs in too much. I'm not punching down next year.
Well, that would be technically punching up.
No. I'm talking about new people. I'm talking about for next year. This is what I'm doing next year. Let me set up.
Are you creating your New Year's resolutions
For the pie? Yes. All right. I'm here to be nice. I'm not punching down no more. So if I talk about you, that means I think you're ahead of me, above me, and I'm reaching up or punching up. All right. So I'm not punching down.
So no petty Gavin in 2026.
Yeah. If you're beneath me, I'm letting you go. I'm letting you go. Unless you really, really piss me off. I'm no longer arguing with ugly women online about my takes or feelings.
Lord have mercy.
I'm not doing that no more. Also, if you, like we said, if you come up to me and you have a take that you do not like, I will be silent. And I will address it next year, the next episode. I'm going to let you get your shit off. But yeah, that's how I'm doing, man. I'm not punching down. I figured, I was thinking about, I saw somebody on, they posted their family on Christmas. And I was like, dang, fuck this nigga. But
you gotta let it go.
Family looks good.
There you go, man. There you go. Look at the maturity and growth, man.
Fuck him.
When you get old, man, this testosterone start dropping, man. You start peace.
Nah, I got the pink horsepower. We good on that. We gonna get into my worst take later. Do you got any takes you wish you would take back? Kendrick Lamar takes. You definitely should take some of them back.
Which one?
Kendrick Lamar. You got any Kendrick Lamar takes you want to take back?
I wish I never brought him up. I wish I just never brought him up, man. Like I hate. So I won't say I have a worst take.
Okay.
But I immediately hate when I have a take or I engage and I know that the other side is going to be unfair about everything. So the Kendrick Lamar, yes. You know what? I wish I never mentioned him.
I'm trying to go back and see anything else on TikTok that I wish I didn't do. Worst takes. I wish I would have left Melissa Ford alone. She didn't deserve it.
I don't think we really bother her. I think
did. 'Cause I take my stuff off the podcast and I'll take it to Twitter, and she catch L's by me. Spirit Airlines, I could have left y'all alone.
Nah, they deserve it. They deserve it.
I take that back.
they deserve it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's any bad takes besides we're gonna get to my bad take. But other than that, man, what is next? I will tell y'all this. Right now, please go subscribe to Patreon. Right now, Patreon is free. There's tiers, but we at least would love for y'all to sign up for free. To at least get your name in there, because we can send out, just to let you know, you can send out posts and it goes to everybody. Go straight to their email in there.
Oh,
too.
perfect.
So please sign up for it. Shout out to our founding members. Shout out to Ben, and I got to figure out my other man's names. Ben sent his resume over to you. I got to send it to you.
I'll have a page set up for that, honestly, this week.
Yeah, he sent it when I was at his crib. He was like, no. He's like, no. Here got my stuff right here, buddy. He said, y'all ain't finna play with my face. But shout out to everybody there. Shout out to everybody that got there. Hold on, I'm about to shout y'all out, man, because y'all being cool, man. One of the things is talking to y'all, hearing from y'all, understanding what y'all got going on. I really do appreciate y'all.
I'll tell you two things though. No. This should have went viral. Best take of the year was calling Bad Bunny for the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, I told y'all what was up.
That was the best take. That was the best hot take of the year.
Y'all don't like to give me no credit for when I be telling y'all what was up.
See, I just gave you credit.
It don't count. That's how women do you, man. We don't give a shit. I'm trying to figure out. Hey, man, I'm gonna shout out everybody there. But yeah, that is probably a fire ass take we did. All right, so we actually missed. Oh, excuse me. What else is coming next? More exclusive content on Patreon. That's why I need y'all to sign up for free, because then you can choose which content you want to pay to access to. So whether that's interviews, whether that's Mike is going to be doing different things. Right now, let me put it like this. Right now, if you sign up for a founding member, you get free merch, and Mike is going to look at your resume and work what you want it. Whatever that looks like.
We will.
And so that's just what you get for $25 on a rip.
Yeah. Off the rip.
If that ain't worth it, I don't know what is.
Yeah, so we'll do and actually I'll be doing more of that next year because I'll actually be back in school next fall.
Okay.
Yeah, to try to be more into I want to do more into the career coaching type thing. So definitely having you guys, it actually helps me to put my fresh eyes on what I need to look for to do in industrial organizational psychology. So sign up for the top tier. You will get that. You go to Calendly. You add yourself. We'll spend 30 minutes, go through your resume, go through your career path. One of the things that I really want to do for bros is career change. Because a lot of us run into problems like, how do I leave where I'm at to a new career? And with the way that AI is going to be going, like that's going to be a possibility for a lot of different roles. Some will be forced to, but then some of them are just going to be better opportunities. Yeah. And I that ideal of you could drive trucks for 40 years, or you could work at a factory for 30 years, or you could, keep the same job. Like even city jobs and government jobs don't even last like that anymore. So it is one of those things where we got to be a little bit more flexible and put ourselves in better situations.
Facts. And if you want to sponsor this podcast, please shoot us an email. Just hit us up. Let us know. We'll send you back pricing and information like that. Because our reach is growing year after year. I like that. And because of that, we ready. We are ready. All right. What did we miss last week? We got to start with Erika Kirk. I had a clip of you that I was going to take from 2 podcasts ago. And when I did it, I was like, you know what? I'm going to let you ride.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad at this. This ain't even on you. Y'all keep doing whoever is y'all production team at Turning Point, hand claps to y'all. I can't clap.
It's like a mega church, bro.
It's like a mega church mixed with WWE.
Yeah, it's definitely probably one or two of those things, if not both of those things
mixed.
But are they still doing a Super Bowl halftime show to go head up with Bad Bunny?
Well, if I had to guess, Nicki Minaj probably gonna be their person. I told
nobody's gonna watch that.
Yeah, they will.
But they won't even watch it. They don't like Nicki Minaj like that.
They don't, but you'll get some views.
They won't watch it.
Because if it's not, let me put it like this.
That shit gonna be Kid Rock.
So nobody will watch Kid Rock. That's my problem right there.
This is true.
But
some country singer.
Nobody's gonna watch it. Nicki will really make people say, hold up. Hold up. Do I want to listen to Bad Bunny sing 12 minutes of Spanish? Or do I want to go hear Nicki get her shit off?
So one of the things that I didn't realize was I did not realize this. I knew that Nicki was from the Caribbean.
Yeah.
But I did not know that supposedly she got over here illegally.
Yeah.
And is not a United States citizen.
I don't know how much of that last part I believe, but the first part when that came out was definitely interesting.
Yeah. So I kind of get why she's like, hey, I need help.
Well, I don't get why she's saying this.
Hey, bro.
Trump ain't gonna send her back. You're not sending her back. Like, I'm sorry. We gonna get to the government and they $3,000 paychecks. Yo, you talking Trinidad. Like, he not shipping nobody back like that.
Yeah.
And then the question is, all right, let me give y'all backstory. Nicki Minaj recently sat with Erika Kirk on some WWE production, and Nicki it was no surprise for me that she was there because I follow Nicki Minaj on Twitter. And the last month or two, I have been asking myself, and we're going to tell the truth today because bump it. It's the last part of the year. I'm going to give y'all what I've been wanting to say for a long time. I've been asking myself in the last month or two, how long would the gays and black women let this go? Nicki Minaj been wilding out for the last month and a half. Saying things that's like very interesting, right? Whether you're talking about people's kids, whether you are, so to hear, you've been very supportive of Trump. You've been very supportive of Christians getting killed in Africa. And then the Africans come out and say, hey, actually, that's not what happened. That's a whole nother story. But they have let Nicki go. So they've been ignoring her and they've been letting it rock on. You know what? Y'all know our girl a little off. Let's keep it moving.
Well, obviously, Nicki has been falling off some sort of wagon, right?
Yeah. But I told y'all 6 months ago, her and Kanye in the same boat, but we don't say nothing because we love Nicki and she knows when to be quiet. I think a lot of our entertainers are mentally mentally off.
Yeah, they're off.
And sometimes that's what makes it. Sometimes it's substance. Sometimes it's just, they are willing to go into a door that you're not willing to go into, or they willing to take a leap of faith that you not, or they willing to take a wild turn, whatever. So to sit here and to see Nicki like be doing stuff that's crazy is like, what's going on? So for you to sit there with Erika Kirk and you telling boys to be boys, and that's okay, when you know a large part of your following, or at least let's put it like this. When we pull 10 people and we ask people, hey, what do you think is the demographic of Nicki's following? A lot of us are going to assume is either the gays or black women. And let's be honest, when Nicki at her height, she was a pop star. She wasn't
No, she wasn't right. Yeah, she was definitely a pop star.
So
and it was definitely the Barbs, right?
Yeah.
Like that, those are her following. And, you know, the Barbs include males and females.
Yeah.
You know.
And so now I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, could it be with whatever issues your husband might be facing? No, because that's state cases. But maybe it's something that I don't know. I don't get what she's doing this for. And why would you say anything that'll make people look at your base and be like, why? Like, really? So I don't get it.
I don't know, man. I think it's the ice. I think it's ice. I think that really made a lot of people that weren't currently worried about, you know, being, you know, deported. I think it made a lot of people realize that, man, you know, an anchor baby ain't strong enough to keep me from being deported from this country.
Mike, you really think Nicki Minaj thinks she could be deported?
Let's
be real.
I mean, she's an undocumented immigrant, bro. Like,
we don't even know if that's true.
Well, she said it's true.
That she's undocumented.
Because
that's what she said was she didn't come here.
No, but that was because that was the thing the first term that Trump was in office. Because remember, she wasn't always on his side. Like what was that? When was Trump elect? 2016.
Mm-hmm.
So back then she was like, hey, it's not cool that we're separating, you know, babies and their families.
I ain't never
because she came
politics. Here. I don't think Nicki. No, that's not true, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. We gotta Google before I need to see Nicki say, hey, I am not an American citizen before I start taking anything serious.
Well, I didn't say, she was undocumented, but yeah, I don't know if she became a citizen.
So then if that's the case, see, that's why I can't.
But no, this administration is saying if you're not a born citizen, like if you're just naturalized, like if you just came here and just said, hey, I'm gonna take the test and pass everything.
I understand.
Yeah, you still getting sent out. So I'm saying like that.
They ain't did that yet. So I don't think Nicki Minaj is sitting around like, oh my goodness, Trump is coming for me,
dude. But like you said, she's the female Kanye.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, she's nowhere online being worried about they coming for me. She knows that because even if she was, it's ways of getting around there. Lil Wayne is your boy. He rocks with Trump. Like
Google says she is not a citizen.
Yeah, Google be pulling shit from media takeout. It has to be something bigger. But
she publicly confirmed in 2024 that she is not a United States citizen.
I need to know where Gemini got that from.
So she could be. I mean, she could be a resident, but
you know where I think why this is coming through? She's trying to sue Rock Nation, and if I know that your enemy is my enemy, and whether that's the NFL, whether that's Rock Nation, and she's on Rock Nation's top, especially with them judges, and especially with Perez, whatever. I don't know the drama between her and that. I could see that, I'm trying to get in Trump back pocket to pull that because we know what her beef with the music industry is. And we know that Trump, they throwing money out and they willing to make a stink. And I could see that. I don't think it's no damn immigration shit. Like it's not that. Like if that's the case,
I think I think it could be simple as she's trying to get citizenship. I think it could be that simple, man. Like I mean, think about it. You rich as hell and you still not a United States citizen.
Do you think?
Let me pander to the president?
No. If Nicki Minaj wanted to be a citizen, dog, she would be a citizen.
Might not be that easy. I don't know. I was born here. I don't know. I have United States citizenship. I don't know how hard it is to become a United States citizen.
For a person that's been here 30 years, that's worth 7 figures, it ain't that hard. That's popular. That's known.
She need to buy one of them gold cards that he was selling.
She can get one. She can get plenty. Like what? She can get that. And I think
I'm not shooting her bail. I'm just saying it's such a 180. It has to be something tangible on the other side of it.
You know they live in Cali. You know Gavin Newsom probably ain't letting this stuff go stateside. I can see her rocking with Trump for that.
So
I can see that. I just don't get what's going on. Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. We missed this. Worst fight I ever seen. will you be watching another Jake Paul fight?
No, I've not watched any Jake Paul fight, especially after I saw Tyson pulling punches in that first fight. I was just like, man, like, no. Right. And he got he actually got hurt in that fight, man. And again, this is proof. This is the difference between pros and amateurs.
How many rounds did it go? 6?
It went 6 rounds.
First of all, Jake Paul won the first 2. That's because Anthony Joshua just chased him around. And Jake Paul landed some punches. I watched the whole thing. So I'm like, okay. At first I was like, when I first watched the fight, I was like, all right, here we go. Here go the payments.
Yeah.
Payments been made. Anthony Joshua got all whatever money y'all said he made. And then the third one, I was like, all right, he actually kind of swinging. And then it got to anybody that took a check from Netflix, do not listen to them on this fight. Whether it's Joe Budden, whether it's Jake Paul's brother, you know what I'm saying? Whoever the case may be, don't listen to them because all of them and the people that benefited from that Netflix check are bullshitting. When I watched it, it did look like at the end, he was just like, all right, I need to get to the club. Let me just take you out. Let me just do something to get this over. Because it wasn't a good fight to watch. And then because the first 2 rounds, I was like, all right, the check cleared. I just need to see if Anthony Joshua is just going to get like blindsided or something. I'm like, where's the payment going to come? But by the 4th round, I was like, oh, this is supposed to be done. And then when he fell down.
Yeah, crazy that Jake Paul pretty much went from a streamer to, this guy's worth hundreds of millions of dollars now.
Yeah.
Like that part is insane. Prayers up to Anthony Johnson. He was actually involved in an accident in Nigeria last night. Yeah. Where I think he lost a couple of his friends as well. So terrible. So, prayers up to him and his family during this time frame. Absolutely,
man. Super sad. I did laugh at all the black women finding out who Anthony Joshua was and all of them being proud to see that he liked black women. To me, I think it's the greatest. It's one of the things. I just thought that was cool. Shannon Sharpe sat down with Blueface.
I don't know where that interview came from.
Shannon done. He's not done because clearly he getting too much views. But Shannon, I don't get it anymore. And I love how every interview you just proving to me what I keep saying.
So here's the thing though. This is a lane. Like interviewing B and C list celebrities is a lane because typically you never hear from those individuals, or when you do, they're on low level podcasts. Like it'd be like if we brought Blueface here and then it went viral.
Damn, we low level?
We're definitely low level right now.
Blueface, how much you gonna charge us to come over here?
Probably like $2,000.
Nah, he'll probably charge more than that. Blueface require more than that. What he just did for Vlad numbers, what he doing for Shannon numbers. He told Shannon to his face. Shannon tried to give him some advice, and he's like, "You got more baby moms than me." Like that clip is gonna run. This morning
was enlightening. I did not know Shannon had 3 baby mamas.
I could have told y'all that.
I did not know he had 3 baby mamas.
There's a clip today going on all the hood booger sites of Castanet losing his girl. Yeah, man, we got to start calling certain shit what it is, but it's hood booger sites. But Castanet losing his girl, and Castanet just tweeted like, "Oh my gosh, I'd never date again. How could she?" And I'm like, here you go. You talking about your mental health, and I'm telling you, you're playing a character, and you waking up continue to play that same character. Cool, whatever. I say that to say one day Shannon gonna wake up and go, "Was it all worth it?" And I hope he made enough money for it that it was worth it. But one day,
I hope he made enough money. But
I hope.
Yeah, I definitely hope
because
so.
I don't believe that you owned all of your assets when you got the Ringer running everything, and I think that all your ad revenue was 100% yours with the Ringer running everything, especially off that Cat interview, Cat Williams interview. No, I don't. So I don't know. I don't know what you got. Now you still got Prize Picks. You know what I'm saying? And you doing everything. But when I see you interviewing Blueface, who just got out of jail, who, you know everything that come with that. You know what that is. And, shout out to Blueface. I watched your Vlad interview. He's not the worst interviewer ever. It's a lot of problematic stuff in there, but he owns up to certain stuff. And he lives in, I'm just a dirty, grimy nigga. Like, it is what it is. He not really like, let me just throw it, whatever. But he is like, yo, my baby mom, I told her to go fight this girl.
I have not watched the Blueface on Vlad or Shannon.
I'm not watching the Shannon one. I mean, I saw the clip about him talking about his mom. Like, the reason why he treat women this way is the way his mom treat.
Yeah.
And I think even that ain't why you treat women that way. But whatever.
Yeah, I mean, environments do shape, the way that you see things. So I think that plays a part. And one of the things that we have a huge problem in this country of admitting in our culture the bad parts of the culture, right? Like mother-led homes is a bad part of the culture, right? We like to call it fatherless, but what we don't acknowledge is sometimes, men leave, right, for cause, right? So
that's tough.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but we're just unable to have that conversation. But when that little boy grows up, right, and he becomes a man, and he was raised in that type of environment, like that plays a part, right? That is nature. That's not, Well,
I look at it like your dad didn't take you, so it is gonna be fatherless to me. Like I look at when Blueface talking about his mom, I'm like, hey, bro, I didn't listen to enough Blueface interviews to know why you don't talk about your pops. I know enough to know why your father ain't there. Like. Cool, it's cool. Blueface tell you, yo, I dropped out. I had a full ride to play football in college. Got there, did some dumb shit, left. Hey man, you been in school. You could have had an education. He went to Fayetteville State.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was like the big thing. It was like, yo, he played. People that at least here, it was like, oh, Blueface, he used to play over here, even though he's from Cali, all that stuff. But it's like, yo, it is to me. It is like, all right, cool. We could talk about mother-led homes, but it ain't like the dad sitting there like, please let me take my son.
No. Because and again, this becomes the problem, right? Because when I talk about a mother-led home, this is not me blaming the woman per se. This is saying that this product, right, that comes out of it, this becomes the problem, right? So it's like,
but it ain't dads waiting to say, let me please.
Yeah, like we never talk about when we talk about lemon cars that are made, right? We never talk about the factory, right? But the factory is creating that car. Right, so we do have to fix the factory, but we do blame the car, right? We do say that, hey, the Pinto blows up when you hit it in the back, right? If you remember what the Pinto is, I know you know, right?
Yeah,
but like that design, right? Everything that went into that, right? That is the cause. We blame the Pinto, we banned the Pinto, but it was the designer, right? It's the manufacturing that creates the problem, and that's what I'm saying. Like in our community, we're quick to say, all right, let's ban the Pintos. And it's like, all right, well, can we figure out to stop making them? Like, the next car that comes along does not name a Pinto, we still know we can't have this design.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, that's going to require niggas to actually stay.
Or not make kids out of wedlock.
I was going right there.
Yeah.
But when y'all gonna have sex, y'all gonna have kids out of wedlock. We get that.
Well, you're going to have sex, but you do not have to have kids out of wedlock.
You don't have to, but that ain't... Men got to understand that if I'm shooting a club up, it ain't my decision no more whether this baby comes or goes.
And this is when I have that problem.
So, all right, they're going to keep doing that. Niggas is going to keep nutting. They're going to keep shooting clubs up, and they shouldn't. All right, cool. Hey, bro, there go your first mistake. But you made it. Cool, straight. Now you with her. You don't want to make her an honest woman. Cool, whatever. I don't even like that term, but that's some old school shit that y'all made up a long time ago. I ain't talking about you. But people made up a long time ago. There you go. Cool. All right, now when it's time to go, hey, some of y'all could take y'all kids.
This is true.
And y'all don't. And now you leaving them with her, and you don't care about little Blueface who's still there, who joined gangs, who gets a football scholarships and piss it away, who comes back shooting at people outside of clubs. You know what I'm saying? He doing a lot of stuff that I don't know if we get the same Blueface if his dad said, hey, bro, you come with me.
Yeah, no, true. We probably never hear from him, or if we do hear from him, it'll be Fayetteville State, linebacker now plays for.
He played quarterback. That's even funnier.
Oh well, he's at Fayetteville State, so he's gonna play linebacker when he gets to the league.
Oh yeah,
he's not gonna play quarterback. They're gonna put him at linebacker or safety.
Receiver.
Yeah,
but yeah, Shannon. Oh yeah, Shannon. Here's the other thing. Meg Thee Stallion, I love you. Some of my takes probably was harsh on you, but we ain't big enough for you to hear. Shannon, you can't let the girl come on here and say Clay is the first nice guy I've ever dated. Clay, if your girl's saying you the first nice dude she's ever been with, it's time to check out, big dog.
Oh, no, man. We can't.
Time to check out.
He in love, bro. Hey, man, that's the thing. When you in love, man, all the red flags, boy, they just look like pretty little sailboats, bro. Like, bruh. Yeah, I would not want my girl to be like, yo, you the first dude that ain't dirtbag me. Like, I might be that guy, but don't say it. Don't verbalize it, my love.
My worst take of the year was kicking in Charlamange's back or questioning why Charlamagne didn't sign his new deal or why was there not a new deal on the table and what this could mean. And I think last week or 2 weeks ago, we was trying to guess.
Yeah, we said the Breakfast Club is definitely getting re-signed because what would be the Breakfast Club without
Yeah, we was figuring something there, but we didn't see the bigger play. And the bigger play was Charlamagne signing a deal with iHeart and iHeart moving to Breakfast Club. And seemingly, I don't know what's going to happen with Black Effect and its podcast under the umbrella.
Oh, I still think they throwing that in the trash.
So that's why I'm interested. Everybody, let me say it like this. I don't know what's going to happen with Black Effect and Netflix. And the only reason why I say that is I've told y'all to have certain content on Netflix, you have to have certain equipment. Yeah. It has to be shot, edited a certain way. Now, unless they said, hey, we're going to give, and maybe Netflix and maybe Charlamagne got to say, hey, everybody getting 3 red cameras and y'all now this is how y'all have to record and this is the upload. Maybe that's happening. Everybody get a 30 grand, 30, 40 grand stipend that they get to use right quick.
You way more optimistic than me. I think they're throwing it right in the trash. I think Charlamagne is doing what's best for himself and his family, his direct family. I don't think he gives a damn. And I have felt that way about Charlamagne when he plays Democrats on one side and he goes and sit down with Andrew Schultz on the other side.
Okay. See, I see the opposite. I see what he's saying and I believe it. Now,
I know.
Let me tell you what I believe.
6 months. We can revisit this in 6 months. We don't, because this is gonna be the last episode. Yeah. I am almost certain that they're throwing Black Effect in the trash can.
See, okay, what do you consider in the trash can?
They're not gonna promote it.
Okay.
The uploads are gonna just gradually die off. It's gonna be like whoever's there can keep uploading until you don't. And they're not pushing it. They're not going to be sending out emails. He's not going to be mentioning Black Effect. When I say throw it in the trash can, I don't mean that they're going to put a whole website down. Yeah, what I mean is they're throwing it away.
I don't think
they're pushing it forward. That's what I'm saying.
I think what's going to happen is, this is me. So Mike gave y'all his. This $200 million is for iHeart. From my understanding, it's for iHeart. It's for, it's iHeart, his deal with iHeart. So that means he's including Black Effect. That including his whatever he gonna do for the radio. I believe that he's gonna move this and it's for Black Effect Productions. That's the other thing. I think the podcast is either gonna change, and that might mean some people fall off his network on that. And what I believe is, because if you really want this to be dope on Netflix, then what we're gonna have to happen is it's going to have to be shot a certain way. I don't see Netflix lowering the quality requirement, for them. So with that being said, I can see, all right, y'all, you got to either be in New York or LA. You got to come up here. You got to shoot this content. It's going to be in this studio. You got to record all your shit here. That might take a weekend. It might take 2 weekends and then you're gone. I think the quality of it changed. I do think some people are going to drop because some people don't have that time. Because a lot of these podcasts still have full-time jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
99% of all of us.
Yeah. So it's kind of like you ain't going to be able to go to New York or LA and film or do whatever. So I can see that.
When I say throw it away, I mean Black Effect as it is today, right? So,
I think it grows and expands.
I think it could be new. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying as it exists today, I don't foresee him grabbing anybody that's on Black Effect and taking them to the Black Effect Netflix channel. Because what I think Netflix is about to do is create channels.
Oh yeah, facts. I think that is gonna happen.
I think they're about to create channels.
I think he get his own channel.
Now that I do see. And that's what I'm saying. When I say he doing what's best for him, you're gonna see Charlamagne and you're gonna see Andrew Schultz. And I think that everything that he said about Black Effect, we're putting together, we're helping Black women, we're setting up the only way you see that is if the women that are on Black Effect now allow themselves to do what your boy doing with Zeus.
Talking about Floyd? Who owns Zeus?
What's it? Is it Leon? Whatever.
Okay.
What is it? Whatever his name. But he the one that has all the ratchet shows on Zeus.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I'm saying. I don't think Charlamagne takes Black Effect as is and brings them over to Netflix. I don't see.
Oh yeah. Hold on. We got All the Smoke on Black Effect, 85 South, Lauren LaRosa. Of course we got, we don't care about Mandy. You ain't gonna make it to the next stage. If Mike is right, Then maybe those 5 right there. Hold on, I'm trying to see who else is on here. Drink Champs is on Black Effect. Yeah, I can see because all them got the money. That's and I'm talking about to produce what they supposed to be producing.
Yeah.
First of all, here's the thing. This is what I think happens.
Now I think it'll be interesting. Like if you were to bring them up, and again, right?
Big Bank, Poor Minds. Oh yeah, bro. Niggas going.
I don't think all of them make it. I think Poor Minds might be the last one on that list that makes it. But when you go through Black Effect's roster though,
I'm on it right now. Yeah. I'm telling you.
None of their micro pods are making it, bro.
Oh, you talking about the micro? Yeah. Now I didn't skip about 30 other pods.
Yeah. None of their micro pods are making it over. So the whole idea behind Black Effect is what I'm saying is that they're throwing that away. Those are gonna make it because who's not looking at what happened with? I mean, I don't like any of the content that the Zeus Network makes, right? But that shit done ran.
Yeah.
They found a niche, exploited that. Hell, wasn't Natalie Nunn, wasn't that on Zeus?
Yeah, I think it is still.
Yeah.
Like, Jocelyn just got her show renewed.
Yeah. So I think on Black Effect, what you're gonna see is more behind the scenes with Drink Champs, Poor Minds, all the smoke. I think you'll see that, and that'll be under the quote unquote Black Effect banner, but that ain't Black Effect. That is AT&T. That's AT&T name being put on top of Bell South Mobility and becoming AT&T.
Do you think Netflix moved to live TV?
Absolutely, they should have did it a decade ago.
So this what happens to me. This was I think will happen. Charlamagne gets his own channel.
Yeah,
Black Effect is every hour is a different show.
Yeah.
Or every 2 hours, however the case may be, right? I think what's going to happen is them shows that come on at 2 a.m. and it's the podcast, and I'm not going to say anybody that's on the network. I don't want to be disrespectful, but it might be them who get the lower views. They're going to come on at 2, and then what's going to happen is their ad dollars are so low that it's like now it's not making sense for them. Where they're saying, hey, because you got to be exclusive.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be able to go watch your podcast on
YouTube,
Netflix, and then it's on YouTube. Because, hey, for anybody who don't understand, Netflix and YouTube is beefing now.
Yeah.
They not gonna say it because they gotta figure something out.
Yep.
And if we beefing, no, Charlamagne, y'all can't be on YouTube as well. We need y'all to put everything, or if it go on YouTube, it's coming out a week later, 2 weeks later. You know what I'm saying? So we beefing now. Yeah. And shout out to Netflix. I'm gonna give Netflix some credit. Shout out to y'all for saying, hey, we're gonna dip down in podcast and figure this out.
Yeah, and turn it into content. And again, but this is the problem of being black in this country is because that's not their ideal. That was the dude who created Zeus' ideal. And they're about to take it even before that though, Byron Allen was the first internet television person.
Well, no, that's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
See this, you be cutting me off. You be taking that. That ain't what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you looking at black podcasts and saying, hey, we're gonna give y'all back. We know that y'all getting pennies on the dollar at YouTube, but at least we're gonna give you nickels on the dollar. And it takes somebody to say, because look, they didn't go to Barstool and do this. They didn't go get Call Her Daddy, even though, you know, she had Sirius and all that stuff. But it's like, all right, how do we at least make this move? And we got to do it because we remember when Spotify was giving out $200 million and not one podcast came out of that. Yeah. Shorty lost her job so quick. But you at least you going to Charlamagne and you saying, hey, you going, and I ain't even talking about the black things. They went into podcasting, an industry that everybody, including me, believe is dying to a certain extent. They said, hey, we're going to go give one of the major, he has the largest black podcast out there. And while I put an asterisk by it, it don't matter when you go in those boardrooms. Mm-hmm. Charlamagne gets to go into the boardroom and say, name me one other bigger podcast than me. Number 2 is Steve Harvey, and he record off Bluetooth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Joe Budden ain't number 3 when they go in those things. So he gets to go in the room and put his dick on the table and say, all right, whatever. Now, what Charlamagne do with this, and this is me being optimistic about it. Yeah, I do think you get your BET channel. I do think it's different than what it is because you got certain people on your roster who might not be able to go, but also it might be time for Charlamagne. And look, he do put his money on smaller production stuff. I don't know why you made a battle rap movie, but whatever. Mm-hmm. It's cool. And he's figuring stuff out. And I do think, this $200 million maybe is for you to be there for the next 10 years and figure something out, or the next 5 years and figure something out. And maybe hopefully, I say this with all due respect, Charlamagne is the person versus Joe Budden who will come back and tell you what's going on. Hey, y'all need to do this. Joe Budden has told everybody, I'm not telling y'all niggas nothing. I haven't.
That's fair.
One of my main reasons why Steve Harvey is cool. I ain't heard him teach nobody nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When the last time we seen Tyler Perry waited to, he shitted on Ryan Coogler and told y'all about how he gave him a deal. How he told him to go structure his deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see these brothers coming out and saying, hey, y'all, look, every year Charlamagne is saying, yo, we're going to do a fest and I want y'all to come here. I'm assuming, I ain't been there. Hopefully next year we remember.
Yeah.
Me and Mike always find out the week in April before.
Yeah.
But you go down there. But I mean, it's one of those things where I do want to see what happens. And I do believe he might pull some people. Now, is Charlamagne problematic? Absolutely. He will sit with Angela Rye and Tommy Lauren within 48 hours and smile in both of their face. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that Charlamagne got to figure out. He do sit with Andrew Schultz and let him get some weird shit off.
Yeah.
But he also looks at Taylor and say, hey, I want you to produce every one of these podcasts on my thing. Shout out to Taylor. Y'all hear her name on every drop. Politics. Trump giving y'all 3,000. Well, he giving Nicki Minaj 3. Nicki gonna take the 3,000?
Yeah, absolutely she will.
Who gonna tell these people, the illegal immigrants, that y'all will never get that $3,000?
Well, no. Well, actually, I don't think anybody in it, because he said he was gonna take it from the tariff money, and that actually is about to be tied up in court. So there's actually a decent chance, because it's going to the Supreme Court, whether or not these payments were illegal, because it's basically a new tax. Well, not the payments are illegal. The tax was illegal because the tariff. So the corporations.
Well, no, I'm talking about you didn't see the 3,000 payments to self-deport?
No, but I thought you talking about the payments. He was like the extra check.
No, not that.
Oh, he's gonna give people $3,000 to leave?
Self-deport, yes.
Yeah, nobody's leaving this country for $3,000.
That's why I said you think Nicki gonna take it. It's $3,000 to self-deport. Trump came out with if you self-deport, I've seen flyers, I've seen commercials. They was running all on Christmas, which is weird.
Yeah.
And I will say this is why we need to own something. And this ain't got nothing to do with Charlamagne and Netflix, because he don't own Netflix. Hopefully, Charlamagne, you get on the board at Netflix. This is why y'all need to do something. Me and my wife are watching on Christmas Eve, the Latin channel, and that was the commercial. If you self-deport, you get $3,000.
That's
it was
crazy.
The commercial, bro.
Yeah.
And I saw flyers up at Compare. I'm just letting that rock.
No, nobody's self-deported for $3,000.
Do you think? Let's say they do. When you
Nobody's doing that.
When you think they getting the $3,000?
They're not getting it. Like, Trump doesn't pay anything. They're complaining now that he hasn't paid the people for the ballroom that they're building already. Like, nobody's falling for that. $3,000, nobody leave. $30K, people might leave and go back to Latin American countries. I'll tell you this: if America told me right now, like, yo, I give you,
hold on, what's the country first?
You go wherever you want. We're gonna fly you there.
I'm
right?
asking you. Stop.
The country I'm going to?
Mike will run from my questions.
I'm going to either I'm either going to Mexico City,
okay,
or I'm going to Uruguay to Montevideo. Like, okay. I'm going, and the reason why is because I can get back to the United States, because this is my home. Because I just got to leave. That don't mean I can't come back.
Well, you gonna be on the visa? So
I'll be on the visa. I have a visitor visa.
You don't want to go to Brazil?
Nah, man. Bro, if I am retiring somewhere, I am retiring in a place where I don't have to look over my shoulder all the time.
Facts.
Not doing it.
Mexico City, how much? How much you need?
How much I need? If you want to deport me, United States citizen, for all my ancestors that was born here, like all my great-grandparents was born in this country.
Shout out to them.
You know, probably great-great-grandparents even.
Shout out to them.
You know, so I would say I would go high 7 figures. High 7 figures, I would leave. So, like, if you was to be like, yo, $7 million, I need you to hand me over your American citizenship, and I'm gonna fly you to this other country, and you get a travel visa back to the United States, so you can come and travel. Like, we're gonna auto approve it, and about $7 million,
1.5. That's all I got.
Okay.
I'm cutting it down. I'm work Trump. I got you, bro. 1.5.
Nah, man, because you gotta live, man. You still gotta live in these
Mexico for 1.5
No,
million?
you can, but I mean, I'm like, yo, like, I want to make sure my because remember I said my ancestors, right? So I want to make sure that my descendants also are good in the country I'm in.
They buried here.
Yeah, no, I mean not my ancestors, my descendants.
Okay,
I want to make sure that my descendants are also good. So that's why I was like, I looked at the number. Now, if it's just me and my children are still American citizens, yeah, I'll probably leave for 3, maybe 2. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they just like, yo, your black ass just gotta leave, but your children are still, when they could be born in Uruguay and they're still American citizens, I'd be like, oh yeah, bet. Give me 2.
Trump, I think you can get him for 600 grand, buddy. I think you can get him. The government, other governments are paying people to go on dates. What was that? Russia or Japan?
That was South Korea. So South Korea is paying people, their citizens, to go out on dates. So they'll pay for like whatever date you want. I don't know if they reimburse you front end, back end. I don't know. Either way, I thought that was pretty cool though.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That would not work here. We got too many scammers.
Too many scammers.
Too many
Facts.
scammers.
And once they start noticing that the fertility rate ain't going up, they probably gonna be like, all right, we gotta cut these payments out. Because that's the other thing. Babies aren't being born. And that scares countries. So.
Oh, I mean, bruh, it wasn't even a decade ago, maybe 15 years ago, they were like, yo, there's too many people on the planet. Overpopulation.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, everybody tune unchanged. Like, no, I don't trust y'all. I do not think there's a fertility problem. I think there should be less of some of y'all motherfuckers around anyway. So I'm not mad at it.
Look, man. Ask a black dad a question. Sorry, Neil. I'm pulling some hair off my neck. So I was this is brought to you by you. This could be brought to you by you if you wanted to buy the ad right here. But no, it was funny. I was on Threads. And the girls are fighting. Shout out to y'all's. And they are fighting about changing their last name. And it got me thinking. I was laughing because the excuses was terrible. And the reason why I love it is because Threads is a place where you're going to get both sides of the hot and cold. You're going to get the extremes on both sides, right? You're going to get the Republican that believes that, we should snatch kids from babies. And then you're going to get AOC as well.
Yeah.
Who thinks we should walk everywhere. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't have something. So you're going to get a little bit of everything, right? So on Threads, you had some people saying, yo, I want my name changed the day I say I do. Like, I want it gone.
So the question was, would you force your wife to take your last name?
Yeah. So
or as a woman, should you take your husband's last name?
So as I'm watching this, that's what I was turned into. Yes.
Yeah.
Would you force your wife to take your last name?
That's not what submission is. Submission is not forcing anybody to do anything.
Would you want her to then?
I would absolutely want my wife to take on my last name so my children would have my last name.
What if she's like, no, they can have your last name? It's fine.
Then I wouldn't marry her or have children with her.
Wait, what?
I wouldn't like if a woman doesn't. If a woman will say, no, I don't want to take your last. Now, look, I'm getting older, right? Mm-hmm. So if you talk about 55-year-old might marry a 48-year-old woman and we can't have kids, and she's like, yo, we got to get married because legally it makes things easier.
Yeah,
I don't care. Right? Okay. You know what I'm saying? But if you're talking about, 48-year-old Mike marries a 30-year-old woman and she wants children, then it's not just based on kids. It's the ideal of submitting. Like submitting to me. Like, submission is not me forcing you to do anything, right? It's being willing to please me in the smallest manners, right? Like, changing your name isn't chopping your arm off.
Well, that's because you don't have to change it.
But even if I did have to change, if I had to go and change everything to say I was married, right, and write my wife's name down, that would mean nothing to me.
Yeah, that's not how that works though.
But it does to an extent, because when you get married, you have to file for the license. You got to go pick up the license. You still got to go interact and deal with the government.
Yeah, but that ain't how changing your name go. Sorry, it's not.
No, but it's tied to being married.
Yeah, I get what you say.
Yeah, signing the license. Yeah, then you gotta go back and deal with the government after it changes. Like, wait, what's the hard part? I guess is my question then, because I'm thinking you about to give me a hard part.
No. I've never had to change my name either.
Yeah,
so it's not that. I just let me put it like this: as a person, I watched my wife change her name.
Yeah,
there's a lot of shit. It's a lot of you changing stuff, then you realizing certain stuff that you have to go get. It ain't changed. It's a lot of carrying paperwork that is just like whatever. It was a lot of issue. Look, you go change your name, you gotta go change that passport. Then some of y'all got TSA. It don't cross over the same. Some of y'all got global entry. It don't cross over the same. You know what I'm saying? So it's like some of that stuff. It's I look at it like this. Me personally, if we got married and she was like, yo, I don't want to change my name, my number one question would be like, all right, my kid's gonna have my last name. If she say cool, then cool with me. I don't care. Like, that's just me. It's not, because to me, it's not the end of the world. You gonna be the oddball out. Now, I ain't trying to hear about, yo, I'm the only one. Nope. We don't get to do that. But for me, I'm not finna lose no sleep that, yo, her name is Karina Bleep versus Karina Bower. Like, I'm not finna lose sleep over that.
And that's why I was like, yo, if we're old, like, I don't care. But if you're saying, Like if your whole thing is I'm not changing my last name because I'm keeping my daddy last name, right? I am going to ask you like, well, who did your daddy get his last name from?
Some of these girls ain't got their daddy last name. And some of these,
I'm trying to be respectful.
Well, not
here.
even that.
Yeah.
My dad don't have his dad last name, so I'm not even like tripping off of that. It's like a lot of people.
But you have your father's last name.
Yeah, but that's his mother's last name.
Yeah, but that's his name, right? Like
yeah, but if somebody if my mom would look at him and be like, "Yeah, you ain't even got your daddy last name. Why I need to take yours?" It's the same logic.
He would have had something to say about that.
He probably would, but
Yeah.
that's also him getting married at a time where women didn't have jobs either. It's a lot.
But it was Gavin. It's not that far.
My mom did not work until I was in high school.
I know, but I'm saying like women could get jobs. Like her not working, like that. Your mom was not born in the 50s.
She wasn't. She was born in the early 60s.
Yeah, so she grew up in the 80s.
She grew up around what she did.
Yeah.
But my mom didn't have a job in high school. That comes from her mom not having a job ever. That comes from her mom working on a farm. Women didn't. The point I'm trying to make is, I'm not going to never look at nobody and say, hey, your daddy last name. Because I know it's a lot of men in our lives who played a large part in our lives who don't have a dad last name.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So I just don't like that argument.
But what I'm saying is, as a man, right? Because even you said, right, my kid's gonna have my last name, right?
Yeah.
You're not gonna be the odd man out in your house. You're not gonna be like, I'm married to you, and you kept your last name, and then the kids keeping their names. It's like, no, like it is a small gesture to say, at the end of the day, I'm saying I belong to you, and there's nothing wrong with a man saying to himself, I am glad that my wife understands that she belongs to me.
My wife do not belong to me. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now.
And, well, I bet if you
don't.
So
She do
you would
not.
say you don't belong to your wife?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
I'm not talking about ownership, Gavin. I'm not talking about slavery. But there's a duty.
What's the word belong mean?
What it means?
Yeah, we can look up the definition.
Yeah,
I'm not
look it
gonna
up.
do the Mike definition. My wife don't belong to me. I protect her. I keep her. I make sure everything's straight. But if she doesn't want to do something, I'm not finna be like, you belong to me.
Would you do that for another woman that you don't know?
No. Well, do what? What exactly?
Protect her, keep her, all that.
No. Protect, yes. When women in the room with me, they know what time it is. I'm very much like that. I don't let niggas disrespect you. I'm gonna walk you to your car. When I go to, I don't play that. My boys, I've taken my boys, girls out to eat. We've hung out. I protect them the same exact way I protect my wife. Now, she come to me and say, hey, I need a bill paid. No, because it ain't my house.
Because that's where I'm about to go with protection. Protection just isn't violence.
No,
Like-
it ain't my house either. I'm not paying bills at your home.
But I mean that's what I'm saying. That becomes a form of protection. So
No, it ain't. Me paying bills ain't no form of protection.
Protection isn't just standing between a bear and a kid. That's not what protection is, right?
Hey, man.
A security guard. If you had an armed security guard, like him protecting you is not him fighting off a hell of bullets, right? Him protecting you also is giving you instruction on how to make sure that y'all don't end up in a fucked up situation. That's protection as well.
The term belong means to be property of. No, sir. She ain't my property. I'm sorry. That ain't how. I don't rock that way. I just don't. Because I'm not going to keep you against your will. I don't ever want you to be somewhere you don't want to be. I don't want you to give what you don't want to give. I don't want you to have what you don't want to have. I don't want you to ever feel forced or be like, you know what, I'm your property, so I have to. Nope. Because if you but let me put it like this. It's the reason why I married her, because she ain't like that. So that's the other part of that. And I think as men, we have to get into this part of, yo, you gotta do your research, bro, to make sure you with the right woman. Because if you me and my wife have never had a conversation about property, ownership, you belong, you gotta be. We don't have those. We never have, and we never will, because even when we have disagreements in certain things, I always let her know, like, yo, the first time you say no, we cool on it.
I totally agree with y'all. And I also want y'all to all go look up the definition of belong, because
I just looked it up.
Because Gav went to number one, which is to be the property of. Number two is to be a member or a part of a particular group, organization, or class.
Yes, let's go with that first one. It's right there. Organization, I could belong to the Black Dads Club. Yeah. But if the moment I wake up and say, I don't want to belong here, I walk out the door.
Then you can walk away.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with marriage.
So I'm not looking
But
at
when
my
you're
wife.
in a marriage, you belong to that other person. You two are one. Y'all are one.
Yeah, I don't see that.
You belong to one. Now, the deciding factor of being able to walk away, yes, if you say, well, I'm going to stop you from walking away because you're property, yes, you're using that first definition. But I have never seen the majority of men that we consider to be good to say, no, you're my property.
Oh, niggas get that off all the time. But good is subjective. So that's a tough one too. But niggas get that off all the time.
Yeah,
especially when they financial abuse. That's my favorite word of 2025.
But how many times have we said that? For one, most of the dudes that gets it off with that simping ass behavior, we automatically say, yeah, not good, not good.
I ain't talking about simping. I'm talking about, yo, hey, I'm a doctor. You a stay at home mom. When I come home, I expect dinner to be cooked.
We don't consider any man that abuses a woman to be good.
Oh, you call that abuse? See. Some niggas look at that and say that's not abuse. That's why I said it's subjective. That's way off. But going back to what I'm getting at, if my wife has my last name, also her maiden name is her middle name. I think, and if she would come to me and say, hey, I want to keep that, I would look at her. My personal thing would be like, all right, what about our kids? She say, cool, and cool. You do that. Now it's up to you, and that's on you. Also, I'm very clear on this. When I make my decision, there is a very small chance that we get to revisit some stuff because I let you make your decision. Sometimes you do got to live with your decision. So some of that is when you come to me 5 years later, be like, I feel, and I'm saying this, and I'm being real with y'all because see, this is how some niggas get caught up. You have a bunch of kids with a woman, you don't marry her, and then she pressures you into marrying her because I don't have everybody's last name, and she feel left out. And niggas go then, they go, oh, I gotta go marry her, and then they don't make it 6 months. You know what I'm saying? They don't make it 3. They don't make it 5 because it's like, yo, y'all didn't get married the right way. And that's the whole wedlock thing that we always discuss. But for me, it's like, yo, if you want that, now if you come to me later, be like, I'm ready to change it, then cool, it's whatever. I guess for me, it's just not a big deal.
I would not force a woman to take my last name. I also would not marry a woman that's saying, I'm going to keep my dad's last name over mine.
Why is his last name such a big deal for you?
Yeah. Because that was his family. We're now over here with my family. I have a family now. This is not his family. This is my family.
It's so many bigger things to me that we worried about.
No, exactly. And you're going to experience every last one of those bigger things when you agree to that dumb shit right there.
You think, okay. You think you can miss out on a good woman that way?
I may.
Oh,
I mean, I may. You know what I'm saying? I would hope not. But yeah, I mean, I may.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. I wouldn't let that be a reason to lose out on a great woman.
I wouldn't know though, because I would say this is so small that if you're telling me now this is a non-negotiable, that to me that bleeds into every other part of any conversation we're going to have in the future.
And see, I think this take from you is interesting because you're part of the mindset of, hey, once we get a divorce, you need to go change it right back.
Hey, I would be, but you know what? But I wouldn't fight her for it. I wouldn't take her to court.
See, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't like if my ex was like, "Yo, I want to keep my last name," so you know my child and I have the same last name. I wouldn't be like, "No, give me that shit back."
See, that's crazy.
Like, I'm not.
She ain't a part of your family.
But I say I wouldn't force her to. If she said she would again, it's about force. I don't force anybody to do anything because that's not what love is. It's not what submission is. When you start forcing stuff, now you're moving into abuse. And I don't force anybody to do anything. Yeah. I'm not going to force you to take it. You got to tell me that you want it. And if we divorce, we'd have kids, I am going to look at you like you crazy. Like, why do you still have my last name?
She want it. It's hers. It ain't even your last name no more. That's the joke. That's the other thing.
Like, why do you still want it?
My last name is my father's last name. Cool. I take that with a badge of honor. But if a woman say, yo, I'm keeping whatever, I just don't think, maybe one day we'll wake up to some other bigger issue, but I just don't foresee it. And then if she left, like if my girl left, if we split, now we got a young child. So if it was split and she was like, hey, whatever, I'd be like, cool, whatever. But also if she goes and I find out a year later, she changed her name, I ain't finna weep about it either.
What if she changed her name and your kid's name?
She need my permission to do that. So this ain't no Sierra Russell Wilson situation.
I'm just saying, what if you know?
Need me. But if Rihanna come and marry me tomorrow and she say, hey, nigga, your last name is such and such, you think I'm gonna sit there and be like, nah, I need you to take. No. Nope. Yeah. If Jeannie Buss come and marry me tomorrow and she say, yo, I'm keeping a Buss last name, again, I'm not finna look at her. I'm not finna also lose out on $100 billion either. You know what I'm saying? I think that is an extreme because those are already those are already established names, right? Marriott,
Ford, Chase,
Walmart.
Rockefeller.
Oh, whatever. What's the Walmart?
Waltons, right? These are established names. So yes, if you are lucky enough to marry into one of those families, right?
Okay.
I'm not looking at Paris Hilton and saying, "Hey, Paris, you need to change your last." Like, no, that's an established name.
What
but
you gonna do when Paris say change your last name?
For the kids can have it. I'm not changing mine, but the kids can absolutely have Will Hilton. Absolutely, a Hilton Will, however the fuck it goes. Like, absolutely.
They won't have it.
I'm
telling you right now, Paris Hilton gonna look at you and say, nope. It's gonna be Hilton at the end of this. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because they're gonna hand her the paperwork and she fills it out.
Well, I mean, again, right? But that's an established name. We're not that's not what we're discussing. We don't have, but if you had an established name, then no, like you would, like Hunter Biden was with the stripper, like, nah, give me that back.
And he lost.
But I'm saying though,
y'all let us know in the comments how y'all feel about it. Sports take, Mimi. This is the last sports take of the year. You can listen to it. You can listen to it. NFL playoffs is here. I came in 9th place in my fantasy league. Shout out to me. I don't have to do I will not be rapping on Facebook for 3 hours. Guess
3
who came
hours
in
is
last?
excessive. Y'all really should have did like 30 minutes.
Our commissioner came in last.
And he got to go for.
I don't know. I can't tell you what I think he has to do, but because it's probably bad luck.
3 hours is a lot.
Yeah, the funny part is his girl came in 5th. She was in last place all the way up until 3 weeks ago. And now he in last place and they switched spots. She went from last to 5th and he went from 5th to last. I'm not calling collusion, but y'all can say what you want to. Do the Ravens.
He about to drop his mixtape, so
Bro.
he wants to.
Something ain't right, man. DK Metcalf, speaking of the playoffs, hopefully the Steelers make the playoffs. He punching people.
I think they're out. I think they are out after yesterday.
They not, because they lost. If they would have won, then the Ravens would have been out. Now they have to play the Ravens next week, and the winner of their game go to the playoffs.
Okay, for the division leader.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, you all right. You're right.
So DK ain't playing. Shout out to you. Good thing I wasn't in the championship because I have you as my wide receiver. You want me to tell him, or you gonna tell him that he can't punch fans or swing at him?
You can't touch fans or refs, man. These are simple rules that you have to follow.
Get him kicked out the game, bro.
Yeah,
Russ got a nigga kicked out of the game last night.
Yeah, losing $550,000 because of a nutty fan. Like, I mean, it's tax deductible. So maybe he needed that write off. Like, maybe that's what it was. Maybe we're not looking at the bigger play here. Maybe DJ was like, you know what? I need $550,000 in write-offs. So I'm gonna punch a fan. So maybe that's what it was.
That is crazy. Panthers,
terrible.
Caleb looks better every week, and we look like
you cannot re-sign Bryce. You just can't. You can't. And I like Bryce. I love him as an individual.
As a regular citizen.
He and I are about the same height. Like we both light skinned. Yeah. I like the guy. I relate to Bryce. But you cannot resign him as a quarterback to your team. You cannot.
You cannot. Bryce, I don't know what's going on, buddy. I feel bad about all of this. His
coaching sucks.
Well, and I think that has to do with him. I think the problem with coaching is we treat Bryce. Because of Bryce, the Panthers play not to lose a game versus to win a game.
Yeah.
And
kneeling at the end of the game, my God.
I don't get what's going on.
You just keep trying. Like it, to me, that kind of stated it was a lack of confidence. And I'm not gonna lie, with the way that the Panthers ended that game, if it's Tampa Bay less than a touchdown, I'm winning some money next week on Tampa Bay.
Come on, man.
I'm putting money on Tampa because the way that it's no way you expect your players to come back excited next week.
After what just happened.
After what just happened.
You actually absolutely right. Yeah. Look, Bleacher Report put out our all quarter century teams. I'm gonna run through this quickly. You just let me know where we messed up at. First team: Steph Curry, Kobe, LeBron, KD, Tim Duncan. Any problems with that?
Not mad at that.
All right. Second team is
Tim Duncan, not a center though. He's a power forward, but we'll let slide.
And that's what my problem is.
Right? Yeah, we'll let slide.
But he did play both.
But the man was adamant that he was a power forward.
Absolutely.
He was adamant. He never wanted to be known as a center. But we'll let it slide.
We'll let it slide. I'm going to come back to it, though. Matter of fact, I'm going to just address it here. You know, the problem I have is back in Tim Duncan's era, that Tim Duncan, Kobe, Shaq era, a lot of people played two positions. So Tim played power forward and center. Yeah. Kobe played shooting guard and small forward. Yeah. Trace McGrady, same thing. Dirk was playing a little bit of both, but he mostly faced power forward.
But he played a lot of small forward too, though.
He did. That's what I'm saying. There was a lot of sliding. You know, AI was playing 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But they told us he was a 2 once they got Eric Snow. Like, he was better at point guard than him. But whatever, man. That was just interesting for me there. Second team, Chris Paul, Wade, Dirk, Kevin Garnett, and Jokic. This second team is why I always say that Kobe era is probably the weakest era of basketball to me.
It was not good, and when it became good, he was on the downside.
Yeah, this is interesting.
What's the third team?
Third team is Steve Nash, James Harden, Kawhi, Giannis, and Shaq.
See, they could just take Steve Nash off.
Yes.
And then you could move everybody else up, take Tim Duncan off that center team for the first team, and put Shaq probably needs to go in that first team. There was not a more dominant big man than Shaq. And I know y'all about to argue that Jokic might be a more dominant big man. Jokic might be the most skilled big man that we've ever seen. Mm-hmm. I don't think he was the most dominant. I think Orlando's Shaq, and please do not mention Hakeem Olajuwon.
Well, it's all quarter. It's from 2000 to 2025. That's the thing. That's the
2002. Okay.
Yeah, so Shaq when he first got to the Lakers from here.
So it's Lakers Shaq.
Lakers Shaq, Miami Shaq, and then I played on every team Shaq. So that's why I'm not mad at Shaq being third.
Yeah, okay, all right. That if you're using it like that, you can still take Steve Nash off of this stuff.
Steve Nash is the most overrated point guard I've ever seen play.
You can still take.
And I like Steve Nash, but when I look at the top, if we are playing pickup ball and Jason Kidd, Russell Westbrook, Steve Nash, Chris Paul, and I'm trying to think of somebody who's comparable to them. And I don't know, somebody else.
Dame Lillard.
Yeah. If they all are sitting there, Steve Nash might be the last point guard.
I might take him in front of Russ Westbrook.
Maybe.
But yeah, to your point though. If Chris Paul is there, if it's Chris Paul, Steve Nash, I'm going Chris Paul.
Absolutely.
If it's Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, I'm going Jason Kidd.
Absolutely.
Like if it's John Stockton and Steve Nash,
it's definitely John Stockton.
I'm going John. Like everybody that you can put him against. Honestly, and I'm not the biggest Russ fan, so even though I love that Russ get fans kicked out, so you don't have to pay $550,000 because you don't punch somebody in the face. But pretty much everybody that you put Steve Nash up against. Yeah. I mean, like you would have to put it has to be Parker. Like Steve Nash and
Tony Parker. I'm dead ass. It's going to have to be them two. And I'm going to pick Steve Nash.
You're right there at that point. I'm going to pick Steve Nash.
Don't give me them MVPs because one is Kobe's and one is Shaq's.
That is true.
So don't give me
Steve Nash needs to come off that team. For sure.
Absolutely.
But he's a 2-time MVP.
Stolen.
Definitely stolen.
But it is what it is. Shout out to Kat proposing to Jordan Woods. I don't know what took you so long. Great girl. She not in the spotlight.
I like this for Kat.
You had a joke there. And it was a sassy joke. I saw it on your face, motherfucker. I know him too. I looked at him and
we need the Patreon. we need the Patreon.
You are so disrespectful, bro.
Hey man, I'm happy for him though. I'm happy for him.
Yo, I'm going to clip that and let y'all see Mike's face. Cause he did Kat.
Hey man, I'm here for all the future black dads, man. All the black men that are happy.
Yo, you are insane.
Hey, pulling for him.
Kat, I'm happy for you. Jordan Woods, I'm happy for you. Knicks.
Yeah.
If I'm the NBA, before we hop up out of here, if I'm the NBA, I'm making the New York Knicks hang that banner. If I'm Adam Silver, I'm making y'all hang it. And the only reason why, because I'm trying to make this tournament work.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it important.
And the last two teams didn't put it up, so you're going to have to put it up too.
I'm with you. Like, I'm going to find you every day till you put that, especially since I know you don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, now I'm going to be petty.
Absolutely. So I'm going to find you, James Dolan, you're going to pay up. Yeah. What you got planned this weekend? What you doing for New Year's Eve?
New Year, man, I'm probably taking it easy, man, because Lyfts and Ubers are to the roof. I hate that because it'd be for no reason. It'd be plenty of because all the Uber and Lyft drivers want to drive, and then y'all do not give them the surge money, which I didn't know that.
Yeah, you get the surge money.
You get all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Excuse me. The way Uber works for everybody, to let y'all know, I was an Uber and Lyft driver for like 8 months. Fun job.
Yeah.
Which, we ain't kick his back in. We supposed to talk about Ryan Clark and them damn Uber music.
Oh,
and then how he retracted at the end. It was like, I was just joking. Ryan Clark, that let me know how corny you are.
But see, y'all got mad at me. Not like you personally, but y'all got mad at me because I be telling y'all that with that micro I don't want to call him that on the last day of the year as a black man, but I call it these little micro things that y'all do that I pick up on, and I be like, see, that's why I ain't really rocking with you. You know, I used to do RG3 like that for the long one. Everybody was RG3 fan before he was super corny. I used to be like, he's kind of rubbing me the wrong way. Yeah. Right? And that's what Ryan Clark does to me.
He do. I didn't like that, and then I didn't like how, because I was like, oh, you always apologetic, and then you apologize 2 days later. Oh, I was just joking.
Yeah.
First of all, to go to that, as an Uber driver, we discriminate on everybody that gets in our car about everything. Sorry, bro.
Not discrimination. It's prejudice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. You're prejudging.
Only person I ever kicked out of my car, he was overly drunk. He was black.
Yeah.
And then I kicked out a white dude. He was disrespectful. I pulled over to the gas station. I said, get your old ass out my car. Or sit in this car and shut up.
Yeah.
And then, also, if you talk to black drivers, anytime you talk to a black driver that's cool enough, ask him the number one passenger he's scared of.
What are they going to say?
White women.
Ooh.
Drunk white women. They're the scariest passengers.
Woo.
I'm telling you that right now.
That actually is terrifying. That was like the one thing in college. Like, yo, if that shit ever pops up, that was not me.
Yeah.
Anytime
drunk white women.
Anytime I was at any party and it was they started getting too drunk.
Yeah.
I was out, bro. I was out announcing that I was out. Pastor Mike Will walking out of the doors. It's 11:53. I am not here.
Ask any black man that is a driver. They will all tell you, drunk white women, you avoid. You either blow past them, cancel the ride, or especially when they do that stumble, you don't do it. They're going to get in your car. They're going to call you the N-word a bunch of times, or they're going to say something sexually explicit. And some of y'all so horny that you try to get off on it, and then you got a whole complaint the next day. I didn't play that. But I would say this. So Ryan Clark, yes, everybody changes the music. When the hood dude get in my car, I'm like, I can play what I want to now. When the church lady gets in my car, it's Sunday morning, I'm not playing R&B and hip hop. You know what I'm saying? When the white dude gets in my car, I'm either playing old school music, old school R&B, or we gonna listen to the radio, or this might be my time to listen to my sports podcast. That's not uncommon. So that happens. But to get to it, the way it works with Uber is you get half the money.
Okay, so even the surge money you get half.
Yeah, you get half. So what it is like what fee you see is you just know your Uber person gets half of that. But what the surge is, I can't remember if they show us the full amount or because we get paid the whole thing, but I don't know if they say, hey, it's $20 surge in here.
Yeah, I
don't know if they really charging you an extra 40,
right? Or they charge me 60.
Yeah, and but
you only getting 20.
But that 20, I definitely get all of that. That's how that works. So keep that in mind. But yeah, Uber's is too high. I'm supposed to be with some people. I got invited to like 3 house parties. I don't think my wife said we only going to one.
With that being said, though, make sure that, for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day when you're heading home, please make sure you have sobered up, drink water, don't drink a lot, have 2 drinks, spend 2 hours,
go,
then leave, and you're fine. But then you got to watch out for everybody else that did not do what you just did.
Yes.
And if you are drunk, take the Uber home. Come back and get your car the next day.
Please.
Whatever you pay, whatever it costs for you to get that Uber home is going to be cheaper than what you're going to have to pay in the future with court costs, etc. So everybody, please be safe. Never feel like, you have to drive home. If somebody else is home, anybody that's listening that knows me, know if I'm not out, give me a call. I will come and get you. I will cuss you out. But I will come and get you.
Facts. Please do that. Please be safe. And like Mike said, watch out for others, man. It's still holiday season. That means somebody is so big of a hater, they don't believe you deserve what you worked hard for.
Yeah.
So please be smart.
Keep your head on the swivel.
It was funny enough when I was in Arizona doing a photo shoot, I'm walking, talking about protection. The groom was off. I'm wet. His wife, shout out to you, Haley. You listened to the podcast, which was a shock to me at the photo shoot. But me and Haley was walking, and this dude walked, and I said, "Oh, excuse me, bruh." He turned around. He said, "Yeah, you are excused." And he backed up, and I knew what that meant. And I looked at Haley, looked at me. She's tiny to me. I said, "Come on, let's go this direction."
Yeah.
And it's just certain things. It ain't the time to be macho, bruh. Sometimes it's the time to go home.
Never the time to be macho. Why you cut the macho stuff out? But if you gotta act quick.
Absolutely. And some of these youngins, YNs, excuse me, I was about to call them, you should call them young niggas. But some of these YNs, they don't want the history lesson that you're trying to give.
No.
So sometimes you just got to go pack up your lesson and go home. But yeah, man, I want to thank y'all for listening. Me and Mike really, really do appreciate y'all. We spend countless hours trying to figure out how to give y'all a better listening experience and to, reach out to y'all and help y'all. So we do thank y'all. We are going to dive into our stats next year, figuring out why are y'all listening to so much Drake? Why are y'all reading The Art of War? What is going on with y'all? We're going to dive into them stats. And trust me, Spotify sent it to us. So we trying to figure out.
It's the old Drake, man. The breakup music Drake.
Facts, man.
My girl ain't acting right, Drake.
That jaded.
Yeah. That's all that is, and that's somebody reading All the War, going through divorce,
Jesus, man. And with that, we're gonna holler at y'all next time.
Holler at your boy.